Jason, we're here with Electric Sports Garage. We're in Seattle back at the Electrify Expo. I want to thank the whole team who's produced this. And we wanted to catch up with our friend
Jason, Jackrabbit.
Jason with Jackrabbit. So Jackrabbit's a really cool company and kind of a showcase of the really interesting builds and electric bikes that are a little bit different than you might normally see. So tell us about what you brought down here.
Yeah, this is a Jackrabbit XG. This is my personal ride. I actually flew all across the country with this. I'm on kind of the tail end of a long trip through Orlando and Atlanta and Kansas City.
Nice.
Take these on planes with us. They're super convenient to get around. This is a Jackrabbit XG, my personal ride with some extra accessories on it, like our suspension seat post and high-rise handlebars.
Yeah.
But we got a few models here at Electrify Expo, and we're showing them off. And people customize them. All the staff use them here to fly around and get around. And so
we're talking with like
there's one right there with Milwaukee batteries wired into it.
So we've been looking at how do we take these personal mobility vehicles and put them in like industrial use cases, like maybe the Port of Tacoma. How do you get around, or especially like yacht clubs, things like that.
We sell to hotels. The hotels use these for the guests. We sell them to other businesses to get around warehouses and factories. I mean, golf carts are great when you need a golf cart, but most of the time you don't really need a golf cart, and anybody can ride these. So.
Yeah, and I noticed the fold-up pedals. And what kind of lines did you bring out here? What's here? What's now? What's coming next?
We have three models. We have the OG, we have the OG2, which just launched last month, and the XG. This is our largest model, but the thing about these this is not a huge bike.
Yeah.
It's 32 pounds. This is our bigger one. It's got two batteries. I'll just show you the battery. I'll hold one up and pull a battery out. These are the batteries. I got it. Yeah. No. So that's the battery.
Super modular. So you can stack these up in a more industrial use case and have a rack of batteries.
Yeah. Each of these are good for 10 miles. So there's two batteries in this model. So it's 20 miles range on this. We have larger batteries. They get 24 miles. 500 watt motor, and our other bike, the OG2, has a 300 watt motor and one battery, and it's 25 pounds. So that's just the ultimate maneuverable portable. Yeah. This one's still like less than half the weight of most e-bikes, and
the size, but it's like it rides fine.
Rides fine. Yeah, rides more than fine. It rides awesome. Package. So.
You could probably freestyle race these.
We have a lot of, we have Ken Roxon, Shane McElrath, Justin Barsha, Travis Pastrana. They all ride these and do crazy stuff on them. But for enterprise purposes, they work really well. They get it. They get everywhere. You can throw them in and out of cars. You can throw them on and off of boats, public transportation. All that, they just work. They're a workhorse.
With our Electric Sports Garage containers, I could see you could stack these in there at night, secure charging, and
100%. Yeah.
And you could put trackers.
They get flat, so if I just rotate the handlebars, handlebars come off as well. But right now they just stack up against each other basically.
How do you put it on the plane?
When you put it on the plane, we sell travel bags. So you take the batteries out. The batteries go in your carry-on.
Yep.
FAA allows batteries between 100 and 160 watt hours.
Yeah.
You can bring two on a plane with you. There's two batteries here. You bring two on and check the bike.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So, how's the business doing? We saw a big issues with the demand curves with COVID and the supply chains.
Yeah, that was all.
Where are we at now?
That was all crazy.
You guys are survivors.
We've survived. We're more than survivors. We kind of we started actually kind of during COVID with a Kickstarter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We've been around for a long time.
We've been around. Well, now we started getting our large inventory in 2022. So here we are, 24. We're growing very strongly. Very strong growth year for us. We're in over 200 dealers around the U.S. now. Specialized bike shops, specialized retail. Specialized owns a bunch of bike shops around the country. We're in over 30 of their locations. Scheels is a really good, probably, in my opinion, one of the best retailers in America. Scheels.
Scheels.
There's 33 locations. We're in all of them.
Yep.
They're in mostly central U.S. locations, from Phoenix, Arizona, Chandler, Arizona to Dallas, on upwards. They do a lot of business. Very well respected. We're in all their locations, 30 something, and then we're in a bunch of Harley shops and Indian shops and boating shops. Camping World, we sell Camping World as well.
Cool.
And again, we sell to businesses. We sell directly to enterprises as well. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you like about the business, and where's it going? We hear grumblings of, oh, you can't charge your EVs, and there's all this. We're in an interesting space right
There's
now.
going to be a lot of consolidating and more reckoning happening, right? Electric dirt bikes are great, but like they're dirt bikes. They're not meant to be, ridden, down the main boulevard wheeling, in large packs of, of 14-year-olds or whatever, right? They're great. I like to go on rides with them,
That's why you need parks somewhere to go ride
But
those
like,
types.
there's gonna be some controls, and other just very large bikes that might come from China that are just kind of like, smart, enterprising Chinese folks, right? But then just kind of flood the market with a bunch of junk, kind of, right?
So you know what you get.
So there's going to be more shenanigans, more kind of like happening, right?
Yeah.
But ultimately, like some of the more kind of like well-known, and I'll just say Western brands that develop them for the Western markets and are located here. I mean, we've been UL tested for over 3 years now, so that's why we've always been able to sell in New York City.
Now, our friend was the guy who opened the first bike shop in New York. Then they had the issue with the lithium on UL registered packs.
Yeah, and some of them, the crazy thing, some of them that are very responsible get the New York Fire Department in there, and they mean well, right? But it's just a little Wild West. So that's gonna settle down, and people are gonna get more of an understanding. We go 20 miles an hour. We've fully UL tested. We're CPSC, Consumer Product Safety Commission tested. That's why we sell at Army Air Force bases as well, right? So that's sort of like rigor, and that's sort of like thought towards the market that you're selling in, right? That's just gonna continue, and I mean, just upgrading in class, kind of, right? There's plenty of good bike brands out there already, and I'll just name, like Specialized, right? And Shields, where we sell it, sells a lot of Trek. Those are great brands. And they are recognizing Specialized as a great example that, like, hey, we sell great, $15,000 road bikes and mountain bikes, but like mobility is a real thing. And these people are not going to take their $15,000 road bike to the restaurant or to the store. They'll take a Jackrabbit and then just throw this in an Uber at the end of it, So
back of the trunk.
Back of the trunk, you can fit 2 of our OG models fit in the trunk of a Corvette, right?
Yeah.
And Corvettes are tiny, right?
Well, cool. Well, we'd love to team up and build the Jackrabbit League. I know I want one.
Let's talk more and let's explore stuff together. Yeah.
How do people connect up with you?
Our handle everywhere is jackrabbit.bike. I'm Jason. I'm easy to find. I'm Jason at jackrabbit.bike. Instagram, Facebook, we're jackrabbit.bike. And our overall website is jackrabbit.bike, www, or not, doesn't matter. It'll both go to jackrabbit.bike. info@jackrabbit.bike is our email address. And we're pretty easy to find, and we're here to work with all parties. So, yeah.
Cool. How's the show for you? How's the Electrify Expo?
These are great events, yeah. We've always liked these. We've been doing them. We've only been around a few years, but they've been, starting as we mean to go from the start. So we started exhibiting at Electrify's 3 years ago. This year we're at every single Electrify, and we have our own demo course here as well. We sometimes are on the main demo course, but these are so maneuverable. We can have smaller demo courses and demonstrate the benefits of these there, and and not get with the masses on the main course.
Cool.
So,
nice work. I love the shirt. Everybody love that shirt.
I got Jackrabbit.
So we're going to sign off. We're going to go down to Jackrabbit. Anthony's going to he's going to be a test rider.
Yeah.
And this is Tim Maria signing off. Electric Sports Garage at Electrify Expo Seattle. Thanks.